Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Joanna Daniel, and I'm founder of Wounds to Scars, where we help women who experience childhood trauma and abuse to build resilience. So I'm here today, and I'm with a really special friend. Sometimes I talk about things that we can do as we're healing, things that are therapeutic and relaxing. Especially, I did a lot of this when we were in our the strict lockdown. I know we're still in some kind of lockdown, but when we went again in October, I did some of this and talk about plans and the things that we can do. Now I'm here with Anne Marie from the AA Home Garden. She's an amazing YouTube channel, and she shared one of her videos in the conference talking about certain types of plants and how beneficial they are depending on what's going on for anxiety and for depression. And I thought we would have her here today just to speak with us. So if you have any questions, put them in the chat, any comments, anything for Anne Marie. And also, I have the link to her channel. Go and follow her over on YouTube. She has amazing channels over there. So I just asked her today to help me resurrect my mint because it keeps going and coming, keeps dying and coming back, and it just makes the house smell so nice. So I love that. So Anne Marie, thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
So we're gonna start out with my basil that we were talking about, and I'm intrigued by some. So this is it. It smells amazing, and but I like to see it green like this. But you were saying it's the more I cut it, is the more it
Or it
will it
springs back.
will
Yes, the
it will
more you
spring
cut,
back.
the more it will give you. So when you have it in that small pot, it have outgrown that pot. So it should be in a bigger pot by now. But you need to
Right.
use it. You're not supposed to have it just as a decoration. It's nice to be in the house because it actually pumps oxygen into the hair, just like snake plant, the mother-in-law tongue. So it's a good plant to
Mm.
have indoor, but we should be using it to get the benefit as well. So don't be afraid to cut it. The more you cut, the more it will spring back. And it
Okay,
also
so that
helps to lower your blood pressure if you're traveling from blood pressure as well.
all right. So it helps to lower my blood pressure, and the more I
Yeah.
cut it, there's an amazing salad that I love with basil. It's red onion, basil, and tomatoes, and it's really really nice salad. So I'll have to make that one day this week.
Yes,
So
and they
it
give
smells
you like
amazing too.
fresh herb as well. So if you go and buy the dry basil, it's not the same. And it's
No, it's
so
not the same.
easy to grow. So you can go to the supermarket, get the ones that pre-pack as they have there, cut it off, use the entire top of it, and just plant the root section. It will spring back up for you.
Mm. And I did some planting this morning, and I have some more planting to do outside, but I was looking after the indoor plants. It's such a soothing activity. I love doing it because it helps to relax me if I'm stressed, if I'm tense, if I've had a long day, if I have a long day coming up, or there's a particular stressful period that I'm going through. I just love to go water the plants or prune them or plant some more, do something with them. So thank you for that tip about basil. So can I put it in something like this? It doesn't have a bottom. Does it need to?
No, you have to put something else that have a drainage hole in it. So you
Right.
can just put
Okay.
that decorate. That's more for decorative type of pots, not for
Right.
growing things in.
Right.
So remember
Okay.
all your herbs like well draining soil. Okay?
Well
So if
draining
you
soil.
put
Right.
in there, if you get waterlogged and the root will rot. Okay? So make sure you don't put it in that just as a planter pot. No.
All right. Good. Thank you. I'm smelling my basil. So what else have you got to tell us about today? What other plants that
Well,
we can
gardening
play with
itself is
at home?
very, yeah, gardening is therapeutic. For me, I'm at my happiest when I'm either cooking or gardening. Gardening is marvelous. There's always something in the garden that will make you smile. It could be
Mm.
just a butterfly flying by, or a bird, or just looking at your blooms on your trees. If you look at now we're in spring, and if you
Mm.
go out and you see the cherry blossoms and the apple blossom, there's a smell that comes from it as well. It's not as strong as the citrus like citrus fruits. I have a nice little one over here. And if you have smelled the lily flowers, you know how beautiful the smell is. I
Mm.
believe when you have all these plants, it's even much sweeter. So sometimes you're tired, you're a bit stressed out, or as you want to say, you have a meeting coming up, you're a bit anxious. Go and plant
Mm.
something. So
Yeah.
even when you're planting, just the harvesting of things make you happy as well. So if you have probably a cherry tomato or anything growing, you just go out, you pick it, and it gives you a nice little feeling inside. So for
Mm-hmm.
me, gardening is like the most relaxing thing you can do because you're playing in the soil, you're planting something, you're watching
Mm-hmm.
it grow, and you're in fresh air. Nothing beat outside. If you're indoor in the office consistently, it's the same stagnant air going round and round and round. That's
Yeah.
why I have plants indoors. So you have the basil to help give you oxygen. You have your mother-in-law plant. You have your, I don't know if you can see the devil's ivy. This
Mm,
one,
that's big.
it is big and I need to feed him now. So this is the devil's ivy. So it help even to take the dust out of your house. So sometimes you go,
Oh,
just like the
really?
plant, you go and the leaves is full of dust. So it's actually helping you with house cleaning. And then you just go around and wipe the leaves off and it continue the cycle again. So this is the devil's ivy, and the rubber plant does the same type of purifying the hair. So certain plants you can have indoor, like the water lily, the spider plants, the rubber plant, the devil's ivy, basil indoor, even
Mm.
lavender. It's
Mm.
like lavender, the smell is just heavenly. And if you have a lavender plant in your bathroom, when you go to have a hot shower or a hot bath, the warmth infused with the lavender. And it's like, when you have a bath and you put in your essential oil and all those things, just having
Yes.
the lavender plant in the bathroom have the similar effect because the warmth from the water and all those water particles going infused with the lavender. And also, one of a good relaxing thing in the garden, go out and harvest some lavender and
All
then put
right.
those flowers between where you keep your towels or whatever
Uh-huh.
clothing, and then you have natural perfume. Just take the
Mm.
flowers, put it in your closet, and then when you go out, either using a towel or putting a top on, it's like proper expensive perfume and it's free. So there's a lot of things we can do as an activity and just take our minds off the normal day-to-day things. So
Mm.
lots of things we can do in the garden, loads.
Oh, awesome. I love that tip about lavender because I know some people spray lavender on their pillows at night, just people who struggle to sleep,
Mm-hmm.
uh, people who struggle to sleep, and it's a problem, and it's making the anxiety can make anxiety worse and depression worse because those are features of anxiety and depression,
Lack
struggling
of
to
sleep.
sleep. Yes, so
Exactly.
I know some people spray lavender on their pillows at night to help them sleep. So I like the idea of having the plant in the bathroom that infuses with, because that's one of my favorite essential oils is
It's
lavender. So if I have a plant in the bathroom, so now my head is in the garden center. I'm gonna have to go go
yeah, John.
go get one tomorrow to put it in the bathroom, and
Definitely.
just the steam, just all of that
Yeah,
helps to relax me.
exactly. It does
Awesome.
help. And you actually just take the flowers and put under your pillow if you don't have the oil, or if you're quite
Mm.
adventurous, you can make your own oil. So there's
All
so many
right.
things. When we're stressed or we're anxious, whatever is inside makes a massive difference. So if you have
Yeah.
a healthy system, it does help to fight back these low moods at time. So that's why
Mm.
the garden come in handy. We're in spring. There's so much things to plant. So if you go out and you start planting not just the herbs, but you can plant berries, you can plant your vegetables. So you can go and plant your cabbage or your kale. As you know, kale is so rich in iron and it
Mm.
boosts your immune system. And the thing is, you're working the garden, you're working the nice fresh air, and then you're getting crop that is beneficial to the body. So you can go out and start with what you like. You don't have to start gardening on a big scale or anything. Just start with one plant. What do you like to either drink, eat, and start with that. So suppose you
Mm.
like raspberries, you can go out now, get some raspberry canes in the local nursery, Even supermarkets selling some of these things now. Get your raspberry cane, and the good thing is, if you get one that is probably about 30 centimeter, if
How long
possible,
is
will
that?
be here. It's like the size of a ruler, so like
Okay.
35 centimeters there. But usually that will food for you in this year. If not, you get it next year. But not only that, you can take the red raspberry leaves and make tea. Very
Okay.
nice, refreshing tea that help with your gut overall. You know, it help with bloating,
Oh,
gases, all those things. So you have this plant in the garden that help you to go out and have something to do. Then you have your fruits from it. Then you can make tea from it. So so good. So whatever you like, if you like tomatoes or cucumbers, or if you like potato chips, you can plant some potatoes. No, it is season. There's no excuse. You have time to plant what you like and then experiment from there.
okay. So I have a raspberry tree in my garden. I didn't plant it, and I have to be honest, I'm not the one who keeps it going. My husband is, but I didn't know I could drink the leaves. So I'll be drinking the leaves,
Yes.
drinking the
And
leaves this
yeah,
season.
it's a very old medicine. Lots of people from olden days, when you're in the third trimester, they normally give it to pregnant ladies to help to induce and
Okay.
smooth. So it
All
is from
right. Okay.
loads of things.
So it's versatile. Okay, okay. Thank you for that. That is really helpful. So I mean, so what if we don't have space outdoors? So I have space outdoors, as you know, but I'm afraid of worms. So I mean, last summer I did kind of brave it and plant some broccoli, and the butterflies and the caterpillar ate my broccoli. All right. So I'm not even gonna try and feed them this time. I'm doing a herb garden, but I'm not putting it down where I had it before. I'm just gonna put it in a little greenhouse and stuff. So what can people do who don't have a outside? They don't have a garden that they can plant in. What can they do? And they don't have an allotment like you, Anne Marie, because I'm coming to help you reap your allotment. But
But
what
the
if
harvest is
people don't
hard.
have? Yes, I'm coming to a harvest with you.
It doesn't
What if
matter
people
the
don't have
size.
that?
It doesn't matter the size you have. I've lived in flat for a few years and that did not stop me. I have a dining table that is also my garden. Just get some containers, and I have
Yeah.
my lemon tree on there, and I have the flowers on there. But I also grow strawberries indoor. You can grow things. So like container gardening. So behind me I have a lovely, this is my snake plant, mother-in-law tongue. This is mostly kept indoor from autumn to winter because it doesn't like the cold or frost. In summertime, you can keep it outside, but it's in a lovely container. So if you don't have a garden space, you can always stay indoor. Then
Hmm.
even peas. These are whatever peas you like. You can grow them indoors as well. Just think of, once you have the container and the right soil, you can grow wherever you want to grow. So if you just have a
Ah,
balcony, or you just have a little patio, whatever you have, you can plant. So I
right.
do a container garden as well. So if you go to my channel, there's an old container garden. I have grapes in container. I have apples in container. So you can work with the space you have. Okay. Even
Right.
potatoes, you can get a grow bag and grow it inside or just by the doorsteps. So don't be limited in thinking that because you don't have a garden or a massive outdoor space, you cannot garden. This is my lovely kumquat that is indoor, and
What
it
is
is
it?
actually
What is that? What did you say it was?
it's a kumquat. So basically, it's like the world's smallest citrus. The outer
Oh,
skin is super sweet, which is weird because usually for citrus is the reverse. The sweet
yes.
is like on the inside and the outside rhyme. Mm-mm-mm. Didn't get a chance to wash it, but that's okay. I'll show you.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
You can actually eat it.
Mhm.
That's
One,
amazing.
a little one that is 6, he loves it. So if we don't go fast enough, we don't get any. But
Will
the
it
thing
go? Will it? Can you put it in the post? Will it travel in the post?
you can
Okay.
see, he have a thick outer skin, and the
Uh-huh.
inside is just like normal citruses. So the inside is a bit tart. If you like sweet things, you can just eat the skin only. That's the sweetest part. So say it's grown in container. You can have it as a
Yeah.
house plant, or you can have it in your garden. So you can do a bit of research. And I tend to answer, well, I answer all the questions in the comment section on YouTube. So whatever questions you have, post it in and I answer you. These things can grow. There's so much things we can do indoors. You
How
have
long does that take to grow, Anne Marie? If I plant it, will I be able to eat some next month? How long
actually
does
my
it take?
boys, your luck, most kumquat this time of year, you can buy in nursery and they come loaded with fruits.
Okay,
This
right.
can
Okay. So I'm
bear
gonna make a
all
note of
year
that.
round. It's not a seasonal plant. It bears all year round. As soon as
Does
this
it?
set is finished, there's a brand new set coming on. And it's so easy to grow from
Ah.
seed as well because my boys put some in just over a week and they all sprouted. So go look in the nursery. They come fruited.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna go look for that. So that's my basil, my lavender, and comfort. So those are the things that I'm planting.
Yeah,
And I
because
kind of like the idea. I
it's
like the
loaded with
idea.
vitamin C.
Vitamin C, awesome, and we need that. Our immunity needs it.
Exactly.
So I kind of like the idea that I don't have to go battle with the worms. I can do it inside. There's a question from on YouTube that says, "I would love to start a garden, but would like to begin with kale. How do I go about doing that?" Do you have a video on your YouTube channel about that?
Yes. I have about 3 videos on kale. I have a video from for beginners where I was planting the seed to transplanting the seeds outside. So yes, there's detailed videos online.
So I have the link to Anne Marie's video, Anne Marie's channel, Roxanne, in the comment section. So if you go check out her YouTube channel, a home gardening, and you'll see some on kale. I'm gonna have to do a consultation with you around the peas, growing peas indoors, because I kind of like the idea of having. I did some salad greens last spring as well, and the caterpillar those two. So can I do them indoors so I can have
Yes, you
fresh?
can. But it is partially our fault why most of it is eaten. When it comes to brassicas, it could
No.
be cabbage, cauliflower, kale, all of those things. The moth love them. So they fly and they lay the
Mm,
eggs and become
mm,
worm. So what you need to
mm.
do, as soon as you plant them out, you have to mesh it because they're looking food as
Oh,
well. So
cover
if you leave
them.
it for them, they're gonna eat it.
Right. Okay.
So
So I
don't
left
wait
them
for
with
them to
dinner.
get big. You put it in the ground and you cover it with a net instantly. And the other
Okay.
thing is, for some reason, research suggests that they don't like bright color vegetables. So instead of
Oh.
doing like normal green cabbage, do the purple one, the purple kale, and all those things. They tend not because they don't like the background color. So we have to improvise and do things to get better harvest.
Oh, they're fussy eaters, aren't they? Okay.
I'm a colorblind.
Well, I'm glad to hear that because although I'm afraid of the worms, I absolutely love playing with plants, being in the soil. It's so relaxing, and that's why we're talking about that today. It's so relaxing, and so that's one of the reasons why I do it, and that's one of the reasons why I'm sharing you with people, with our community, so that they can know some of the benefits of doing that. So even if you can't go outside and you don't have time to go plant and you can't do all the amazing planting things that Anne-Marie's talking about, but get a lavender plant and put it in your bathroom, and just the shower, the steam from the shower, the infusing of that will help to relax your muscle. That's amazing. I love that idea. And you can get basil like this just in the supermarket. I'm gonna have to change the pot because you said this pot is too small. It's time for it to go. So I'll change this pot. And there are amazing salads that you can make with basil. Basil make everything taste good, I have to say. I really love it. And it really makes the atmosphere smells amazing too. So, those are simple things that you can do that can help to relax and to just to help your body relax and your mind and bring you into extend your what do I call window of tolerance, just to increase resilience. So thank you so much, Anne Marie. We've shared Anne Marie's channel in the comment section. Go and follow her over YouTube. Ask questions, and I'm gonna do some consulting on the peas, growing in peas indoors, and I'll let you all know about it. I've got lots of windowsill, and though I like flowers, I like to see green. I like to see green. That's why I love nature. I love outdoors. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try the peas indoors. I'm intrigued by that one, and I want to see. I want to see the benefits of that one. So does anybody have any questions for Anne-Marie here on Facebook or on YouTube? If you have any questions, put them in the comment section, please. I know Roxanne's gonna go on your channel to go look at how to grow kale. And if you don't get to ask your questions here, you can go over on her YouTube. She grows amazing things. Sometimes I see the notification comes and I'm thinking, what is she growing now? Can you even grow that in the UK? And she's doing
That's
all kinds of things in the UK. I just asked if there's any space in her house to sit, you know. So thank you, Anne-Marie. Thank you for coming. And thank you everyone for staying with us and for watching us. If you watch the replay, please let us know that you've watched the replay. And if you have any questions, put them in the comment section. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.